Zoom. In this hallowed month, we'll be reviewing games from the crypt. From the creepy to the horrific, from the morbid to the macabre, from the infamous to the obscure. Turn off the lights and join me on a journey through my curiously sinister collection of retro video games. For today's game review, we're going to be talking about Evil Dead: Hail to the King. This game was released in the year 2000 by THQ for the home PlayStation console, and we're going to be taking a look at it today.
Am I insane? I wouldn't necessarily say I'm crazy, simply because I've heard the voices and battled the godless things in the woods.
What better way to start off this Halloween special than with a cult classic? Evil Dead: Hail to the King is a horror survival exploration game that stays quite true to the movie's storyline. For those not familiar with the storyline, to summarize it briefly, our hero, Ash, gets a hold of the Necronomicon. It possesses his hand. He chops it off to disconnect himself from the demon inside of his arm. The book summons up tons of evil creatures known as Deadites to the world. He attaches a chainsaw to his arm and gets to work sealing the evil away.
Groovy.
The gameplay style is incredibly reminiscent of the Silent Hill series, where you don't really have control of the camera angle, so the game can put the camera in an area to make the unknown that much scarier to walk into. Combat is simple. Square swings your axe, R2 starts your chainsaw, X swings your chainsaw, circle activates doors and other objects as well as picks up items, and triangle taunts the enemy.
Let's go. Yo, come get some.
Movement in the game is a little bit stiff and awkward, but it isn't so bad that it ruins the game by any means. The dark graphics and sound effects make for a very creepy atmosphere, and I find it to be effective and very well done.
Big mistake. Oh, this can't be happening. Not again.
The game has its fair share of content also to reinforce why it received an M for Mature rating. The blood and gore effects are good. There's some interesting flavor text on items as well, such as saying you feel like a new man after presumably taking a piss. Finding some food that reads biscuits and mustard, just the way the inbred love them. What the fuck? And with the proper know-how, these shrooms can be harvested for fuel. Maybe Ash harvested a few too many shrooms, and this whole thing is just one big psychedelic hallucination trip. All in all, I like the game. It has a good feel to it. Really great atmosphere, stays true to the storyline of Evil Dead, and will be a must-have for fans of the movie series. There are a few parts that might annoy you, and I wouldn't say this one will keep you on the edge of your seat, unable to put down the controller until you beat it, but I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. If you happen to see this one in a local game shop or flea market, pick it up and give it a go. It's pretty wicked.